shell out any kind of cash. So I don't want to catch anybody in a situation like that for sure. But nonetheless, I have decided I'm going to post this, probably a couple times a day to hit at different times a day. And I'm probably going to do it several days a week. And I'm going to just continue until I've raised the money that I'm trying to get here, which is $3,000. Although in actuality, it's $2,750 because I've already put forward a $250 donation to create a bank account. And so one that they can pull money from and one that I can send money to. So really technically the amount of money that's being requested or that I'm trying to fundraise is $2,750. And I am following a list here, so you're gonna have to excuse me because I'm ad-libbing, and so now I'm gonna remember, which things I'm saying out of order. But it is my sincere hope that you will, read the story and think about it and consider helping out. And hopefully you'll be persuaded that this is a worthy cause. I realize you don't have the benefit of the time I have spent since, I guess, early 2019 communicating with Lamine and his mother. Lamine, who is going to be turning 19, so he's beginning to get some a little bit more maturity. But one of his issues has been that he's so young, and with not having the father there, he's had to work, and so he's had a lot expected at a young age. But anyway, but I've had that communication with him and with his mother for that amount of time, which that's what, a little over 2 years almost. But another thing I wanted to point out is that another reason that I'm doing the fundraiser is because the Gambia is one of many countries that's not supported or that GoFundMe can't cover, I guess you'd say. And so this had to be done by someone who was in a member country. And so that's one reason that I'm doing this. And I'm acting as the lead, although there are one or two of you that I would like to contact, and will do so privately, about maybe considering, linking, to your contacts this fundraiser, if you see that, especially if you see that it's not, gathering any kind of steam. But I figured that, I was blown away when I realized that $2,000 to $3,000 would build a house. And they had been rained out. They had lost their house during the last rainy season, but it was before the election. And I really was so focused on our presidential election here that all money was going towards political things, and all my time and focus and energy and volunteering. And so I couldn't really think about it, to be honest, at the time. But as time has gone on, they've been living with a family that's been helping them, because they have land that was Lamine's father before he passed away. It was actually some tragedy involved, but I'm not going to go into all that. But he did leave Lamine and his wife, property, a small piece of property, and now it's never been built on, and they certainly can't afford to build on it, which is something I'm trying to solve. But they did have some friends near the property who had been letting them live in a structure on their property. But then, of course, it got rained out, as I was alluding to, and the story goes into. It got rained out this past rainy season. So they had been living with the family that was helping them rent-free for the first year. So, they're needing to get out of there and get their own location, because they're imposing, and the family doesn't mind, but, at the same time, it would just be good for them, for the mother and the son, to just be able to have their own place and have a little peace of mind for a change, because, life's been difficult. It's not easy for a woman in a Western Africa, country, and, in a village like that, to be able to do but so much, to take over when a husband passes away. So, things have been tough, as I'm sure you can imagine. But, anyways, so my notes just go on to say here that, whether it's going to take me 2 weeks of posting this, or whether it's going to take me, 2 months, I'm committed that I'm going to carry through with it, and I mean, I know it's just, patience is a virtue, and so it will eventually build the money. But I would ask that, you who are seeing it repeatedly, try not to get frustrated with me, because I've never seen anybody else be so obnoxious online. And, but I mean, I'm just going to do it until, I mean, it's not going to kill anybody to see it. You don't have to read it. So anyway, I'm going to be posting it, multiple times, and just I apologize in advance for that. Um, so yeah, and another thing I wanted to bring up is they are now back into the rainy season, and that's my bad, because we talked about a GoFundMe idea way back, and I just have not been doing anything on it. I haven't had time, for one thing.